Hello and welcome back, my vixens, to this week's speed paint. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of information about this illustration and to just kind of explain how I ended up getting an art style like this. Now, art styles is a big controversial topic sometimes. People could go on and on for this for hours. I just wanted to give my sort of little 2 cents of this little thing with how I ended up getting to where I am with this sort of kind of cutesy but sort of fleshed out sort of art style. I ended up rejecting the idea of having a cutesy art style because there are some characters, like this character, that I wanted to be dynamic and not look cutesy. I wanted them to have a mysterious or even villainous kind of appearance to them, to kind of make you wonder about this character, to make you question, not to just instantly assume that they're cutesy. And sometimes being cutesy and having that illusion that the character is actually crazy is something that plays out a lot in certain tropes, like in animes. There's usually a lolly character who ends up turning out to be a psychopath. But in this case, I didn't quite want to go with that stereotypical route. I wanted the characters to stand out, each on their own, so that when you would look at the characters and get to know the characters, you could build up the fact that yes, this character has powers and is mysterious and isn't just cutesy, but could still have that appearance to blend in with the other characters that I have created, such as my Sona character, Vixie. Now, one thing I will say is that I struggled with is creating Vixie's style in the first place. I didn't think that I had one, and I kept changing it so very much, where I would draw so many different versions of her that, technically speaking, each one of those could have been a completely different character or a different rendition, because art styles change over time so many different times. But I needed something that was going to be consistent, because when posting online I realized that not a lot of people would take interest if it was constantly changing. If the character wasn't having some kind of uniformed balance to it, people wouldn't really return to see the character, because the character that they would originally have come to see has changed so much. I wanted the character to stay iconic so that people could easily be able to, maybe 2 or even 3 years from now, say that's still the same character, similar art style. Yes, the art style may change 2 to 3 years from now, but I wanted it to at least have uniformity for a lengthy enough period of time that I could also draw, like this character here, Dax, new characters in the same style so that it would be recognizable. This also goes for if I were to make commissions. I would always change the art style when I would do commissions, so I'd end up having 3 different art styles that I'd have to be maintaining. Having multiple art styles is very handy, but if you wanted an iconic style for something, like making commission works or having a story, it's good to keep uniformity for it, so that people could, if someone were to, say, show off your artwork, then you would say, hey, I know this person is so-and-so from this social media. And you would want that, because if you want people to keep returning to your stuff and have an iconic appearance, they could recognize it. Now, there's a lot of YouTubers out there who have very iconic styles that as soon as you look at it, you know that it's theirs. That is something that I wanted to build up, and I have taken quite a long time to be able to develop this sort of uniform style that I'm going to try to maintain, and of course I'll be refining it as it gets on through the years so that it will look uniform with all the characters, and I'll still be drawing different art styles for stuff like fan artwork, but I needed something that was uniformed, and this is my result. So I hope that this information is helpful to anyone who is struggling with this or just sort of starting out and trying to make an iconic character or something like that. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this speed paint, and I will see you all on Sunday and next week. And if you're not already a part of the Vixen squad, be sure to hit that subscribe and notification bell, and remember to stay crafty and have a great weekend.